Well, it's the time of year when, if you're like me, many of you like to pile in the car with a hot chocolate in hand and tour the sights and sounds of the Christmas season. That's the scene every year with the Fantasy of Lights at Franke Park. But it's not a fantasy that pops up overnight. Joining me this morning is Lynn Gilmore. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
Great to be here.
What goes into putting on the Fantasy of Lights? It's been going on for 16 years now.
Yes, the 16th year means that we have continued to grow and expand at Franke Park. We actually start beginning the display set up the middle of October, and we work right up until the opening night, which is always the night before Thanksgiving.
And where did these displays come from?
These displays are sponsored by area businesses, and most recently a lot of families have sponsored a display to honor a family member or memorialize a family member. And in fact, one of our newest displays, which is just absolutely adorable, is the Grinch. And the Grinch memorializes Rachel Rupert, who died of a disease when she was 6 years old last year.
For anyone who hasn't been out there, what can they expect to see? You mentioned the Grinch. Any other favorites that are there year after year? Any other new ones?
The other new one is the Tin Caps. Santa Claus is pitching to Johnny Tin Cap, and we're proud to have the Tin Caps sponsor a display. My family actually is sponsoring a display too called the Dancing Flowers. I've always wanted that one in the park, and I didn't have a sponsor, and my mother moved here recently, and I said, hey, how about sponsoring a display for the family? And she agreed to that. But I think some of the favorites are the Kicking Santa. Santa gets stuck in the fireplace, and all you see are his boots moving back and forth, and that's sponsored by Knob Brick. And I think another favorite is, one of my favorites is the faucet sponsored by Current Mechanical, where two elves jump up trying to help Santa turn on a faucet, and out of the faucet fall snowflakes.
Oh, very cute. So how can people get in to see all of these?
Well, we are open every night from now until New Year's Eve, and the hours are Sunday through Thursday, 6 to 9 p.m., and on the weekends, 6 to 10 p.m. And we have hundreds of cars that come every night. Typically, the number of cars that come through during the whole time of the event number upwards of 10,000 vehicles. Last night alone, we had upwards of 400 cars.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And there's a small entrance fee, but that money goes to something, a very good cause.
Yes, we've kept the admission fee pretty nominal. It's $5 a car, and all the proceeds from Fantasy of Lights support the AWS Foundation, which is a new grant-making foundation that benefits programs and organizations serving people with developmental disabilities.
It's a great event every year. If you haven't seen the Fantasy of Lights, you just have to get out there. It's a lot of fun. Lynn, thank you so much for being here this morning to tell us about it.
Thanks.